just stunning. It's just like a treat after treat after treat when you're walking about.
The main man.
Jimmy, the main man's here, and this is Andrew. Come on, Andrew, you up, lad. Come on, lad. You can do that, but that's last hurdle. So I've just had myself a beer there in the in Jimmi Hut. I'm gonna get out now and have another bun. Kind of little section of Via Frara here. It's quite steep. And we thought while we were here, we might as well climb the highest mountain in the whole range. There's a crevasse there, that's the problem.
It managed to jam my stick into like a...
Are you sliding it?
Yeah. Out of control.
Dodgy, slippy, steep. This is the 3,400 metre awesome mountain of Marmolada. This is the amazing Alta Via 2. So come and join us as we trek across the awe-inspiring Italian Dolomites. Had a decent night last night. Not so many beers. A bit better night's sleep in the Gampenalm Hut, which is just down there. On our way back up to the pass now to start our journey for day 3. Today, it's one of the toughest days of the full 2 weeks. It's about 12 mile, according to what I can tell. Usually works out about 13. I actually couldn't get booked in, even though I was booking 6 months in advance, to the Puez Hut. So I'm to come down to Passo Gardena to get ourselves some accommodation there. So it's about a 12 or 13 mile journey today, and it's about 4,800 feet of ascent and about 4,400 feet of descent coming down. A lot of ups and downs. There's I think there's 3 passes to cross, and the Puez Plateau which is supposed to be quite spectacular. So looking forward to the day, as long as the fatigue doesn't kick in too early. And we're going to get our lunch at Puez Hut, so it should be all right. Are you there? So I'm going to crack on now. We've got a long day ahead of us, about 9-10 hours of hiking. So I'll crack on now and I'll catch up with you later. So day 3's journey starts from our lovely Hut Gampenalm and climbs steadily up a 4-wheel drive track to the first of many mountain passes we'd need to cross on this day, the first one being Passo Bronsoi. We then climb 100 metres higher, traversing a beautiful ridgeline path, the whole time with stunning vistas, before starting the tough climb to our next pass of the day, the awesome Forcella della Roa. We then drop into the natural amphitheatre that is Val della Roa, before climbing up to our 3rd pass of the day, Focella Forces de Sieles. Leaving this lovely pass behind, we then climb higher to one of the highlights of the day, traversing across the fabulous Puez Plateau before reaching our lunch stop at the Puez Hut. Our route then continues further around this fabulous plateau, the whole time with stunning views down Val Longa, before climbing up to yet another pass, the magnificent Forcella de Ciampei. It's then just a short jaunt to Focella de Crespeina. The views from here across to the cellar are nothing short of magnificent. So this fantastic journey was topped off with a nice ice cold pint in the Jimmi hut, before dropping down to our hotel Frara at Passo Gardena. What a fantastic day's trekking this one was, and I hope you all enjoy it. So looking down the little pass that we just came over, and then coming towards the middle of the picture now, that's Puez, the twin peak that we climbed yesterday. It looks quite impressive from here. Nice scenery this morning. So this is the path we headed along. You can just see the path dropping down there, and if you just follow it along, you'll see, you can just make it out there. You can see a path, tiny little path running through, and then when you get to that scree slope there, it sort of meets the scree slope, goes across the scree slope, which is the middle of the screen, and then you can see it zigzagging up that little crack there, and that's where we're headed. So it looks like a good journey actually. It looks very interesting, so we'll see when we get there. Absolutely stunning. Nice little interesting hut. Everywhere you look, absolutely stunning. You're getting a better view of that path there now, so you can see the path running through the side of the slope there, then sort of getting towards that coral right in the middle of the screen there. Now is where we're headed. You've got to go across that scree slope and up that scree to the top of the coral, but everywhere you look here, it's absolutely stunning. Everywhere you look, absolutely beautiful. Nice place to wake up to. Puez right in the distance. That's the path we came along. So you can see the stream of water's up there now on that scree slope. Little ants, little dots in the distance they are. It looks very doable. But I'm sure that last bit will be steep. Where it zigzags up on top of the col there. Looks pretty special. So we'll crack on.
FYI, man.
Ah, yeah. So we got to the top of the first pass, and I flew my drone, and I got some good footage and stuff, but then unfortunately lost signal, and pressed the return to home button, and next thing I know it's lost the signal, wouldn't return home, and unfortunately it's unretrievable. It's in a place basically on top of that ridge behind us where the pass is. It's straight on top of that ridge there. In fact it's further over the back of there, so there's no way I'm going to risk my life to try and get that. I'll just do without. So I'm sorry folks, but the drone footage I did get, which was good, and not going to get any for the rest of the journey, but I'll be a bit pissed off about that. But what can you do? So unfortunately no drone footage for the rest of this trip, but we've got some GoPro footage, and hopefully we'll get some nice stuff with that. But it's just a shame I've had to carry that round and lose the footage I've got, and the potential for some really excellent footage later on. But it is what it is. It's no good crying over spilt milk now, and I have to just get on with it and use the GoPro for the rest of the journey. So anyway, we've got about we're not quite halfway at the moment. We've got another pass to climb up this up the back of here. That's the second pass of the day, and I'm going to the Puez Plateau, which is behind us there now. So I'll crack on and just try not to feel too sorry for myself, and I'll catch up with you later. So this is the Puez Plateau, looking down on the valleys and over towards Pisbo, where we're headed tomorrow. Nice views from here. And this is the plateau here that we've just come round. Came over the top of there. That's the first view of the cellar. I think it's called the cellar anyway. That's where Puez Plateau is up there tomorrow. Looks pretty impressive. Fantastic, the views here. Stunning. And that's Passo Gardena down there where we're staying. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Right, what a fantastic day's hiking it's been today. Bit of a sting in the tail when I lost my drone. So other than that, the day's been absolutely fabulous. This last bit is, well, the whole lot's been stunning. But this I think it's called this Stella, I think it's called. Centre, I think, behind us where Puez Plateau is. And I'm looking down towards our hut now, where I'm headed. I've got about half an hour to get down by that roadside Hotel Frara, or Refugee Frara. But the views of the top of here overlooking there is absolutely stunning. So I think we've done about 13 miles today. We've done all right. Back down, so I think it's about 4:45 now. We've got about half an hour to go. So we're getting back in decent time. I think it's been about 13 miles. Something like 5,000 feet of elevation, so 5,000 feet of ascent and about 4,000 of descent. So it's been a good journey, but it's been steady. There hasn't been too hot. There's a couple of periods where it was hot, and the clouds are covering a bit now, so it's a bit cooler. But what a view! What a view back there! Look at that! Absolutely stunning. Everywhere you look here, it's just stunning. It's just like a treat after treat after treat when you're walking about. Absolutely stunning. As long as it continues that way, and I'm sure it will. We'll have a great time. I'm going to crack on now and get down to the refugee. Sorry, get down to the refuge, and have a couple of beers as usual, and I'll catch you later. Just the hut for Jimmy here. Guarantee he's got to be here. They've got to be having a pint. It's Jimmy's hut. That's what it's called, Jimmy's hut. So if he's not here, there'll be something like that. Nice place. Lovely. Lovely place. So I've just had myself a beer there in Jimmy hut. I'm surprised to see the lads weren't there. So I must have carried on straight down. They were about 20 minutes ahead of me. Anyway, I've called in there. It was a lovely place to have a beer. So I've enjoyed that, and I'm going to get out now and have another one. This is Hotel Frara. There's the lads at the back. I thought you would have been at the Jimmy hut. I couldn't believe it. Absolutely stunning, aye. He passed it when he come down.
It's all in the name.
Oh no, that's outside.
Jimmy Hut was on the side.
We came away from the village because we walked all the way down and came back with this.
Well, if you cannot beat them, you might as well join them. I'll sup them 2 beers and I'll get the next tea.